Have your legs stopped listening to you lately? Maybe they don't lift like they used to. Maybe you hesitate before standing up. Maybe the stairs feel longer and your confidence smaller. You pause before each step. You shift your weight before rising from the chair. And when night falls, it's not just quiet, it's discomfort, a dull ache in your calves, a sudden cramp that pulls you from sleep. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the truth that few talk about. What if your legs aren't getting weaker because of age, but because they're missing something? Not something big, not something complicated, just something that quietly faded away over time. The foods we eat, the medicines we take, even the way our bodies change after 60, all of it can slowly, silently drain key nutrients. And the most surprising part? It may not be during the day that your legs suffer most. It's at night, when your body is trying to heal, that it notices the loss. Because sleep isn't just for rest. It's when the body repairs. It's when muscles soften, nerves reconnect, and strength quietly returns. But only if the right tools are there. That's why tonight matters. That's why bedtime might be your best opportunity to give your legs what they've been quietly asking for all along. Maybe your legs aren't failing you. Maybe they're waiting for you to feed them what they've been missing. In this video, we'll explore 4 gentle vitamins, simple, safe, and often overlooked, that a single like or one-kind subscription from you is the encouragement I need to keep making videos like this for hearts and legs just like yours. When your legs whisper help but no one hears, it doesn't happen all at once. At first, it's subtle. Maybe you feel a little tight when you get out of bed. You shake it off, stretch a bit, move on. Then after sitting for a while at the table, on the sofa, in church, standing up takes more effort. Your knees don't want to cooperate. Your ankles feel stiff. You pause before walking, waiting for your legs to catch up. But slowly, almost invisibly, your world begins to shrink. You used to enjoy short walks after dinner. Now you skip them. The sidewalk feels uneven. You worry you might trip. You used to run quick errands. Now you lean on the cart more than before. You find yourself avoiding the long aisles. Even inside your home, little things change. You grab the countertop when turning corners. You move slower going up the stairs. You sit longer before rising, because you're not sure what your legs will do. And at night? Nighttime, that's when it really begins to whisper. A twinge in your calves, a dull pressure behind the knees, a sudden, sharp cramp that makes you sit up and rub until it passes. You don't want to complain. You don't want to bother anyone, so you say nothing and hope it goes away. But deep down, there's a quiet worry. Is this the beginning of losing my independence? You don't fall. But you're not steady either. You're not in pain, but something's off. Weakness doesn't always arrive with a bang. Sometimes it tiptoes in, soft and slow, until one day, getting out of the car feels like a small mountain. But what if the problem isn't just age? What if the real cause is something missing? Something that helps your muscles fire. Something that keeps your nerves talking to your feet. Something that makes your legs feel like, well, yours again. Because truth be told, muscle doesn't vanish overnight. Balance doesn't break in one day. And energy doesn't leave without a reason. It's often a lack of the tiny building blocks, the vitamins and nutrients your body used to absorb easily, but now struggles to hold on to. It's not your fault. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just what time does, quietly, gradually. And unless someone says it out loud, you might keep believing this is all normal. But maybe it's not. Maybe those nightly cramps, that wobbly feeling, that hesitation before taking the first step, are your body's way of saying, I need a little help. Not surgery, not therapy, just nourishment. Because deep in your bones, your body wants to repair. Your muscles want to respond. Your legs want to carry you. Still, They just need a few quiet tools to do it. The kind that don't scream. The kind that come in quietly. At night, while you sleep. So if you've ever thought, this must be what getting older feels like, maybe, just maybe, it doesn't have to. Maybe the change you're feeling isn't just age catching up. It's your body whispering, give me what I need, and I'll carry you further than you think. It's easy to believe that healing happens during the day. When we're moving, stretching, doing exercises, eating the right foods. But the real magic? It happens when everything else goes quiet. When the world settles. When the body finally rests. When you're not thinking about stairs or sidewalks, but your legs are still working, behind the scenes. That's sleep, and it's more powerful than most people realize. You see, every night the body runs a secret repair program. It doesn't need noise. It doesn't need effort. It just needs time and the right ingredients. Because during deep sleep, your muscles aren't just still, they're rebuilding. Tiny tears from the day are mended. Nerves rewire and reset. Inflamed tissues cool down. Calcium is moved into bones, and strength begins to return. But here's the problem. Most seniors are missing the nutrients that fuel this nighttime work, and they don't even know it. Your body wants to repair. It's trying every night. But imagine a construction crew showing up, and the building materials never arrive. What can they do? Not much. They wait. They stall. Eventually, they stop showing up altogether. That's what happens in your legs when you go to bed lacking the right support. The signals to rebuild are sent out, but there's nothing to work with. No fuel, no raw materials, no real recovery. And so each morning, the stiffness grows, the muscle response gets slower, the balance feels shakier, and it's not because your body can't fix itself. It's because it's trying to do the job on empty. But here's the shift that changes everything. What if your nighttime routine became your secret weapon? Not more pills, not complicated plans, just a few quiet minutes each evening to deliver what your legs have been missing all day. Because there's a rhythm to your healing, and it peaks at night. Growth hormones rise, cells renew, muscle fibers regenerate. It's like nature gave you a nightly reset button. All you have to do is press it with the right tools, and those tools, they're simpler than you think. They come in the form of gentle nutrients, often ones your younger body made plenty of, but now needs help replacing. Nutrients that whisper to your nerves, let's get moving again, that remind your muscles, you still remember how to be strong, that tell your bones, you're not done building. You don't need to fight against your body. You just need to feed it at the right time. At bedtime, that's when your legs are most ready to heal. That's when absorption is more focused. That's when stillness becomes strength. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't about starting over. It's about continuing with wisdom. Because your body hasn't given up on you. It's been waiting for the right support, for someone to notice, for someone to say, you're not broken, you're rebuilding. So tonight, instead of just brushing your teeth and calling it a day, what if you gave your legs something extra, something gentle, something healing, something that tells your body, I'm with you, let's get strong again. You don't need to climb mountains. You don't need to run laps. You just need to let your body do what it's already designed to do, rebuild while you rest. And in the next part of this story, I'll show you exactly how, with 4 quiet, powerful nutrients that can turn your sleep into strength. 4 gentle helpers. Your legs might be craving. You've made it through the day. You've prepared your tea. The house is still. Your body is tired, but not broken. It's waiting for a quiet signal. A message that says, here's what you need. Rebuild, rest, return stronger. And that signal doesn't have to be loud. It can come in the form of 4 small helpers, 4 bedtime vitamins that work silently through the night to restore what time has taken. Let's meet them. 1. Vitamin Restore, your nervous system's whisper. Imagine a power line running from your brain to your feet. Now imagine the insulation on that line starting to thin. Signals get slower, messages blur, your steps feel uncertain. This is what happens when your nerves are underfed, and Vitamin Restore, a gentle blend inspired by what science links to nerve repair, steps in to help. When taken at night, it nurtures the wiring that tells your legs how to move, feel, and stay steady. It calms restless twitches. It helps reconnect mind and muscle. It supports balance from the inside out. The most soothing form? A tiny tab that melts under your tongue. No need to swallow, no strain on digestion, just pure delivery to your bloodstream where healing begins. In just a few nights, many feel a difference. Lighter feet, less nighttime tingling, more control when standing. Vitamin Restore aids in restoring strength and reducing discomfort in your legs. Most people think of this as the sunshine vitamin, but at night, it becomes something even more powerful, a shield for your muscles. Muscle Shield fuels the rebuilding of torn fibers. It helps calm inflammation that builds from sitting too long or walking too little, and it triggers natural muscle growth, especially in the thighs, calves, and glutes that keep you upright and moving. The key is timing. Taken before bed when your body enters deep recovery. It works hand in hand with your sleep to maximize repair. Pair it with a tiny bite of healthy fat, a spoonful of almond butter, a few nuts, a piece of cheese, and it slides right into action. Don't be surprised if within a week or 2, you start waking with more energy in your legs, less aching, more strength when you rise. This one works quietly but powerfully. Think of calcium like a delivery truck. It needs a map. Without guidance, it may get lost, end up in joints, arteries, places it shouldn't be. Calcium compass is the nutrient that gives it direction. At night, while your bones rebuild and your joints rest, this helper ensures that calcium goes where it's needed most, your skeleton. No more stiffness, no more heaviness in the knees, just freedom, a lightness that helps you move with trust again. When paired with Muscle Shield, it becomes even more effective. They are teammates. One brings the material, the other points the way. This vitamin is often missing in modern diets, but when added in its cleanest, most active form, it brings remarkable clarity to your body's internal system. Ever felt your calves burn at midnight? Your legs jerk awake just as you were drifting off? That's your muscles asking for release. And Nightflex offers just that. This gentle mineral blend soothes overworked muscle fibers. It tells your body you can let go now. It supports deep, uninterrupted sleep, the kind that heals. Best of all, it doesn't just help you sleep. It helps your muscles use sleep. Taken at night with a glass of water and a few deep breaths, it begins its work before you even close your eyes. And in the morning, you just might notice something new, a quiet ease in your step, a softness in your legs, a readiness that hasn't been there in a while. How to begin without overwhelm. You don't need to start all at once. You don't need to buy everything today. Start with one. Maybe Vitamin Restore if balance and tingling worry you. Or Muscle Shield if you wake up sore. Set a reminder. Keep it near your toothbrush. Let it become part of your bedtime ritual, like washing your face or fluffing your pillow. Then slowly add the others, as your body allows, as your energy returns. What matters most is consistency and kindness to your legs, to your body, to yourself. Because healing doesn't need to be dramatic. It can be gentle, and it can start tonight. You don't have to feel this way anymore. Your legs have carried you through decades, through laughter and loss, through long days and quiet nights. They've walked you through milestones, memories, and moments that mattered. And maybe lately, they've felt tired, unsteady, a little less reliable than before. But here's the truth. That doesn't have to be the end of the story, because your legs and the rest of you are still listening, still capable of healing, still worthy of support. You don't need a miracle. You don't need to chase some complicated routine. You just need a small, consistent act of care, a gentle bedtime habit, a pause before sleep to say, I choose to support my body tonight, because big change often begins in small ways. One vitamin under the tongue, one capsule beside your tea, one decision to believe that strength can return, quietly, over time. So tonight, as you settle in, ask yourself, which of these nutrients might your legs be asking for? What would your life feel like with steadier steps, easier mornings, and calmer nights? There's no rush, no pressure, only this invitation to listen, to care, to rebuild, not with force, but with kindness. If this message resonated with you, if you felt even a little bit seen or understood, leave a comment below. Tell us what you're feeling. Which of the 4 gentle helpers you're going to try first? And if you know someone, a friend, a spouse, a neighbor, whose legs might be whispering too, share this with them. Because no one should feel like their strength is gone forever, especially when so much can still be restored. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe. It's a simple way to say, keep going, keep sharing, this matters. Together, let's step into tomorrow with a little more hope, a little more strength, and a quiet confidence that says, I'm still walking forward, and I'm not done yet. Thank you for being here. We'll see you in the next video, where healing continues, one small step at a time.